All right, how you doing? This is Carvel Bailey. Real fast, this one may sting a little bit. This one may sting a little bit for all the coaches that's out here. All the coaches, this may sting a little bit. But because I care, I'm going to give it to you. Because I care, I'm going to give it to you. A lot of people may not be telling you the truth. A lot of people may be afraid to share certain things because of how they feel. You may think about them, or you may just stop talking to them, don't want to, see them, whatever the case may be. But here we go. I'm saying it out of love. I'm saying it out of 1,000% love, all across the board. No shade thrown, no shade intended. But here's the difference between good teams and poor teams. Between good teams and poor teams is one difference. Trust. The one difference between good teams and poor teams is at least good
Incoming
teams.
call. Press Uconnect button to answer.
At least good teams trust each other. At least good teams trust each other. Poor teams don't. So as we have embarked upon like the first quarter of the season, and there's 3 quarters of the season left, and there's some teams that haven't won a game. There's some teams that have maybe only won one or, a couple games. And then there are some teams that's 500. Well, the difference between those teams is 500 and the teams that haven't won a game, only have won 1 or 2, is your teams don't trust each other. Your teams have trust issues, and it shows on the court. I've been to several basketball games this year, and I can spot it immediately. They don't trust each other. Some don't even like each other. That's a whole different story. So I said the poor teams and the good teams. So what's the great teams, Carvel? What's the great teams are teams that have intelligent athletes, and they trust each other. They have intelligent and skilled athletes, and they trust each other. That's the difference in a great team. Good teams trust each other. Poor teams don't. So to help all my coaches out there today, this one is for my coaches today. Do something to help your team get some team chemistry. All right, build some team camaraderie. And the reason why they don't trust each other is because they got character issues. They have character issues. And their character on the court is resemblance to their character off the court, if that makes sense. So why am I making this video to you? Because it's your fault. It's your fault. As the coach, as the leader of those young men or those young ladies, it's your fault that you're not instilling camaraderie. You're not instilling camaraderie. You're not making it known that they will get along under this precept, under this roof, under this program. So it's your fault. So here's what I say to you. Do some things, some team building things with your team. Sit down and talk to them. When I was in college at UIC, and I've had this several times, even as a coach, I used to tell my players, if y'all need to have a meeting without me, that's what y'all need to do so that y'all can get it together. If y'all need to have a meeting without me, a players only meeting so that y'all can get it together, then get it together. Get everything out. Get it together. But so we can move forward and reach the goals that we've set for our team. So my coaches, I'm going to put it on you. Let's do a better job. Let's do a better job with building the trust. Not only the trust, you can't build really the trust until they see that you have some character. And I'm not talking about your character 100%. But if you aren't doing those things to build your team up as individuals, as people, and you're only treating them as athletes when it's time for basketball, you should stop coaching today. Now, I know this is hard for some people. You may even stop plugging into me. That's fine. But I'm here to educate the parents as well as the athletes, as well as some coaches. There are good teams, there are poor teams, and then there are great teams. That's the difference. That's why you see the great teams have so much success, because year in and year out, the first thing that the coaches do is they establish the culture, and they establish the trust, and they establish the character. So if you are having issues with this, and you are in need of a character coach, reach out to me. If you want somebody to come in and to be able to help your team bond, and to be able to help your team see things differently and see things on a bigger scale than where you're already taking them, and to hear a different voice, but with a message that has some similarities or synergy to what you've been putting across, then contact me. Contact me. We can sit down, we can schedule out what it is that you need, and we can get the contract together, and we can get it done. But the difference in great teams, good teams, and poor teams is trust. Trust comes down to character, right? And then you throw an attitude with it. All right, so I hope that helps you guys. For any of my parents that have seen this, and you probably say, oh yeah, that's my coach, that's my coach, that's my son's coach. Stop saying that your child's coach can't coach, and have a conversation with them, and just point out some things in a respectable manner that you see that probably can't help. They may not listen to you at that point, but they'll play it over in their head, and then they'll implement it as they feel as though it may need to be implemented. All right, so parents, if you have an under-recruited or unrecruited student athlete, and you haven't checked out my free case study video, go check it out at b2bsdhoopsmastery.com. All right, my coaches out there, my coaches, if you need help with your team, if you need some character development with your team, I'm your man. Reach out to me. All right, Coach Carvel Bailey, be great on purpose. Peace.